Hey, what's up, man, players? This is Johnny here, man. Going over a little story. Freaking, it was last week, man. Y'all know I sold my Xbox. So I sold my Xbox and I sold it to GameStop. I think somebody asked me how much did I get. I sold my Xbox to GameStop for $100 in cash. And I gotta say, man, I was very, very happy. I walked out of that store very, very happy. Just because it was over. I walked out with $100. You know, I was walking out that parking lot, man, had more money in my pocket than at least 9 out of 10 people, man. At least. So, anyway, man. But the reason I'm telling you that is because I sold, alright, this is a pretty long story, but I sold my Connect on eBay. So I sold it on eBay because GameStop offered me $4. Literally, $4 for my Connect. So you know I'm not going like that, man. You know I kept it. And I sold it on eBay. The guy that bought it ain't even paid for it. The guy that bought it ain't even paid for it. And that's something on eBay, man. You can just buy things and then decide if you're going to pay for it, man. I keep telling y'all, this selling stuff, this selling business, it's a whole different game. Whole different ball game. So here you see, man. So, alright, first time I sold it, ain't no one buy it. Have to fill out an unpaid item case and do this, do that. So I relisted. About 3 weeks later, I finally found a buyer. So he bought it. You know, he actually paid for it. So I go to the mailroom, and that's where all the disaster starts, man. Freaking, you know, this is why. You know, why don't you just sell it on eBay? You probably could have made more on Craigslist. Oh, cause man, you walk into GameStop, you walk out 5 minutes, and you got $100, man. This eBay stuff, you gotta wait for the person to buy. You know, wait for them to pay, then you gotta ship it yourself. Normally, I just have my sister do that. You know, normally I just have my sister, man. She knows more about eBay and shipping, so I go to the mailroom, man, trying to sell the Connect. You know, trying to mail it. And I get to the front of the line, and this is where the stuff starts happening, man. So I asked for some tape because I need to tape up the box to put my Connect in. And the guy hands me this roll of tape, man. I'm literally over here just standing in the middle of the mailroom, man, just lost because I just can't get the tape off the tape roll. You know, I mean, I use my little technique to rip it up, you know, finger here, then you press pressure and rip. Nah, man, none of that. None of that worked. And I'm just over here just sweating, just looking defeated, man. I'm not gonna hold you, man. I'm just over there defeated, sweating. Because I got the tape in front of me. I can't even rip it off. It's just this long thread of tape all wrinkled up and curled up, man. And apparently somebody saw me. So she helped me out, man. She actually taped it for me. She was experienced with it. She just pressed it down. Tape. So, you know, I was real thankful for that. Thanked her. Mailed it. I'm like, all right, man. All that's over. I can go home. Walk to my car. Reach in my pocket and I ain't got my keys. I ain't got my keys on me. So I'm like, okay. I check again. Ain't got it. So then this is where I really started to kind of panic. So I started retracing my steps. I'm looking on the ground, seeing, oh, maybe I hopped out the car too fast and it fell on the ground like that, man. I'm looking. You know, I go back in the mailroom, I'm looking and I just can't find my keys. So I end up standing in line, man. I asked somebody there, look, you know, you see any keys? Anyone turning some keys? And says no. So he actually ends up taking me outside. We go to the mailbox outside. And we're digging through the mail trying to find the keys, man. Where are the keys? No success, man. So at this point, he's like, well, you know, normally I'm over here like kind of like, you know, I mean, you gotta see how I am, man. I'm over here literally. I just fought an intense battle with the tape. I just won the tape battle and now you just bring something else. Okay, you ain't got your keys. So he says something. I can't quote him because as I said, I was struggling. But he said something about, you know, lost and found something would be up at 3 or 4. And at that time it's like 1. So I'm like, wait, I have to be stranded here for 2 hours on the whim that someone finds my key. So I can't do it, man. So he ends up suggesting, okay, well, how about we check the mail? You know, we checked the mailbox, we checked the ground, we checked the outside, how we checked the mail. So he ends up getting my package from the outside door. And all you hear is some keys. You know, you hear as he's shaking the box. So he's shaking the box, you hear the keys. And at that point I know, okay, like, whoa. Okay, so as the lady was taping up the box for me, because as I said, man, I lost the tape battle. So as she was taping it up for me, man, apparently I dropped my keys in the box. So my keys were about to be shipped off with my Connect. And I was just stranded out the mailroom, man. If he didn't suggest it, I would have never checked. I mean, I was lost. You know, I don't think I've ever lost my keys before. You just keep them in your pocket and then you put it in the car. You know, you can't lose your keys if you're driving because they're in the car. I don't have a push start, in case you haven't picked that up by now. So it's one of those things, man, where you just get so lost and it's just so many extra things, man. That's why, okay? In case someone's wondering, you know, that's why you go to GameStop, you walk out in 5 minutes with $100 in cash, man. eBay will just turn into a disaster, man. It ended up taking me 30 minutes just to find my keys. No lie, man. It took me 30 minutes just to find my keys. It took me like 15 minutes just to mail it. I almost spent an hour in the mailroom. So, I mean, was it worth all that? Because I ended up selling it for $20. So should I just took the $4 at GameStop or wait 3.5 weeks for the $20 disaster? That's pretty much how it ended up happening, man. You know, I be out here struggling. I really do. I be out here struggling, man. You know, it just... He said he's never seen anything like it. He said, you know, he's been working there a number of years, never seen somebody mail their keys in the package. But if it's something you never seen before, man, if it's a L out there that, hey, I ain't never seen, okay, well, introduce me. Let me see if I can do that. Oh, no one's been no one's been dumb enough to ship their keys. Okay, let me try to ship something. See what ends up in that box, man. So that's pretty much how that went, man. And it's why I'm a believer, man, of sometimes you take a little less for convenience. Yeah, I guess that's the moral of the story, man. You know, sometimes, you get $100 now versus you gotta work for the 100. You know, I probably most I could have got was maybe 130. That's, I mean, I had a 500 gig fat Xbox, so it's not like I had any slim or a terabyte of storage. Nah, man. So that's pretty much how that happened, man. Just a quick little story, man. Chopped up footage. This game was actually played on Christmas Day. You know, I found some videos, so I found some old videos, man. This was apparently on Christmas Day at 10:40 p.m. So I don't really remember it, but I'm real cool with this guy. So that's what made it kind of weird. I'm real cool with this guy, man. We played some games, talked some basketball. Pretty cool with him. So thanks for watching, man.